highly qualified business people that they are in Japan. Over there, they come from, in Europe, they come from a nameless university from God knows where. They do not have a strong command of the English language. There are a lot of cultural gaps, so it makes it very difficult to understand and connect. And then, based on their position, they very often cannot make any direct person-to-person relationships. All of that will make them feel very uncomfortable. So that will lead them to, immediately after meetings, after seminars or whatever, they will feel like, oh, we want to have Japanese food. But basically, we want to get together. We want to reflect ourselves with each other, because we know what university become. We know how wonderful business people we are in Japan. Therefore, we can get the respect and the comfort of speaking in our own language, etc. I think it's I would not be surprised if it is a kind of an escape necessary to get your feet back on the ground, to get grounded again, to feel good about yourself again. Because if you are struggling like a beginner, like a freshman, even if you are in you're a very respectable businessman, that could be very stressful. I can easily understand that.
Yeah, I think that's because they're too much treated in the Japanese context,
right?
Which can be only seen in Japan. Then, yeah, they're proud of the pay, the respect.
Right.
They believe in that they're supposed to be followed with some respect.
Right. Right.
Then in international conference, national, somewhere, maybe they find themselves being far behind, even compared to other Asian countries.
Right. Right, which is very stressful because it doesn't match their own self-image, and the position they have overseas. I clearly remember coming to Japan. I really felt so incompetent and so unsure of myself because I couldn't even do more or less couldn't even do effective grocery shopping by myself because I could not even communicate with people in the shop staff to ask them where the sugar was. So yeah, that is kind of stressful. And if you cannot even get a job that is remotely within your capacities, that creates that creates kind of stress. For people who have to do that. So I think it completely makes common sense. But to make food culture, etc., the center of the difference between Japanese and Western countries, I don't think that is really the case. I think that the food is just a symbol of getting back into your own culture and letting your hair hang down with the people with the same background, so you can be relaxed and you can get the respect that you earned in your own circles. Uno-san, what are you doing?
I'm closing.
Oh.
Prepare my socks that I had home and fix it.
すごいね. You're a very emancipated guy.
Yeah, no problem.
So, Uno-san fixed his socks.
I fix it. Oh, it's good.
That's even true among Japanese. The Japanese, who wants to be followed. but someone is bringing something different, which is something new for that person, then explain and make a question, for example, to make some decision or something, then they feel being challenged. Then, suddenly he wants to eliminate the topics and also the person bringing the enemy for them.
Right, because they don't feel at ease anymore. They can't really form an opinion because they're unknown, unaware, unexperienced. So that brings a risk that is a position on their position. That's an attack on their position and their reputation in the organization. But that's why a lot of things will never change. Because people get those positions not because they are knowledgeable of everything new that is happening around them. They are experienced in these fields, but they get the position because they have been around for a very long time. So they know the old ways and are probably not very well versed in the new ways. But all the new ways, all the new technology will create challenges. Some people try to keep relevant, and that's why I think there is such a big tendency towards hyping technology in Japan, like IoT and blockchain and what have you. Like every board member needs to go to seminars and talk about crypto.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's a huge business in Japan. Everybody's talking about it, but how many people are actually doing something with it? Not so sure. But we love to talk about it. So we love to know what's going on.
Why? This is because of the not taking action?
Not taking action.
Conservativeness?
They want to know what it's all about, but maybe they just want to be prepared that if somebody's... we were talking about that you're very knowledgeable and you can maintain your position. Because they feel that, this new technology could be a threat.
Vietnam is very aggressive, right, Takashi?
Yeah, so I just explained my feeling that Japan, when they're outside of Japan, for example, participating in some international event, conference, seminars, workshops, Japan is far behind.
Right.
Vietnamese, Chinese, they're basically it's so aggressive to make contact, any contact they are welcome. Then taste it fast and do a decision.
By the way, Vietnam is GDP per person is almost 1/10 of Japan. But Vietnamese people very aggressive to get involved in IT area, right? And they try to catch up with American advanced technology, right?
Yeah.
So, how do you feel recently? I think they are doing very well, right?
Yeah, especially, some experienced area that Japan has already passed through. Maybe there might be still something that Japan can do for them, but something new both for Japan and other countries, it hasn't seen in the market. So which one can get there fast? I think it's not Japanese.
But I think my question is, Japanese, we still have more advantage to specific area, right? So, how do you think? What? For example, let's see, what kind of our advantage do we have in next 10 years?